What's up? It's Watching the Watchers. Look, I saw this terrorist attack yesterday, or terrorist attack happened, or was supposed to have happened yesterday, and I was going to do a video on it, but then I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing another video on terrorist attack, saying the same things over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm not going to publicly state that I don't believe this to be true. I wasn't there. I can only base my opinion on the evidence and footage which I see, and that is what I do. I just give my opinion on what I am being given by the mainstream, basically, which is often, as always, blurry images. They say there's blood. I don't see any blood. Wobbly, terrible camera footage is the only thing they seem to show. I mean, there's one video I'm going to show in a minute. It's literally, most of the video is somebody looking at the concrete, like with the camera at the concrete. Now, if you're going to bother recording a video, record the actual thing, what's happening, or run away. One of the two things. You're still standing there. It's like people say, oh, well, they're scared, they can't record while they're scared. Well, put the phone away and then run away. The person's obviously standing there to record it, but yet isn't recording it. They're just recording the pavement. They send it off to BBC News and Sky News, whatever, and get paid money for it, and it shows nothing but the concrete floor. Very annoying. Okay? Because it leaves people who want to know the truth and want to see what's happening just going along with guesswork rather than actually seeing what's actually going on. So let's have a look at some of this footage. I'm not going to bother sorting the audio out. I've got time. I mean, the guy who's recording this is saying, this ain't real. This ain't real. I mean, what's this guy here? Look, comes along on a motorbike, yeah? Parks right in front of, directly in front of the camera view. Directly in front. Not anywhere, no, slightly to the front or behind. Directly in front of where this camera's filming. So you're telling me the motorbike looked at the guy recording in the bus, or wherever this person is, yeah? And then decided to park his bike right in front of it? Directly in front, or is that just a coincidence? So now we can't see anything because it's covered by the motorbike. He gets off the motorbike and his keys are still stuck, so he's kind of pulling himself away, but he's still stuck with the keys. Like his keys connected to an extension lead, so they don't get lost or easily stolen. So he walks away from the bike and has to go back and unlatch his keys, yet again getting in the way. There he goes. Look, comes off the bike. Can't see nothing because the bike's now directly in the way of the camera view. Coincidentally, now he's got his thing stuck. Stuck to his bike. Look, his cord stuck to the bike. So he comes back again. Leaves the keys in the bike. The looks of it. And they got this footage outside cash converters. Now, the news said there was blood. I don't see any blood anywhere. Osteria coming soon. Next door. Interesting. So we got more footage again. Can't see nothing. So we see a brief bit of gun shelling. Now, I see the blue flashing lights and so on, but I'm not being funny. If people are coming to me telling me to do something, right, and they're in plain clothes claiming to be police officers, I'm probably not going to take much notice. And did you know legally you don't actually have to take notice of plainclothes coppers? Yep, it's in the law, apparently. Someone told me this. Actually, I should really verify that. Ignore what I'm saying. Can't say nothing about verification. But as far as I'm aware, actually, police don't have any powers over you when they're not actually in uniform. Put it in the comments if you think that's true or not. But I'll do research, and if so, I'll do a video on it. As far as I'm aware, plainclothes police officers can't have the same power as actually clothed officers, like in actual uniform. But, Oh yeah, and the reason why these... don't worry, actually, we can continue playing because you're not going to miss anything, because he spends like 2-3 minutes looking at the concrete floor. And nothing else actually happens in this footage, so there we go. So watching the concrete. So as always, so same thing as always. They say there's blood. I don't see any blood. They say there's that the person was being under surveillance, or that they were under police watch at the time, but yet were let go, or being followed, whatever. So they highly suspected this person to apparently be doing this sort of terrorist attack, but yet did nothing and let the guy carry a walk around the street and then stab some people. It's just ridiculous. The police himself, if the official story of how the police behaved, is completely ridiculous. Oh, we knew who he was, and he was we were watching him on our undercover police cars, and that's why we were there on the scene, armed, ready to jump to action like heroes, still looking at concrete. Now this person's recording. Now I can imagine. Now this is one time where I might let them off for wobbling the camera all over the place because the person says you're actually on my shoulder, mate. So I can imagine trying to record while there's loads of people around you trying to record at the same time.
There's really a sense of confusion here. As often
and this woman's annoying. All she does doing the whole entire report is just go Think about what you're going to say and then say it. Yeah.
Sadly, when incidents like this happen, there's lots of locals who have come out to try and see what's going on. A hugely heavy police presence. We've seen numerous armed officers there. December, when that happened, it did take a number of hours for the police to really get a sense of exactly what had happened, and they were ready to release officially to the public and to the media that they believe this was terror related. The speed with which they said it was this time is worth noting. Also the fact that eyewitnesses have said that the ambulances that arrived, the paramedics who came out of those ambulances...
She literally doesn't say very much apart from the same old... People who... Eyewitnesses were scared, blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Stabbings.
Wobble cam activated.
Someone filming from a balcony captures the full horror of what's happened.
As they were wobbling around. Now, if I was on that balcony, I'd
just an ordinary high street.
oh dear. I probably would have got more footage than what they showed. What was that, like 2 seconds of footage of the balcony? This person recorded on the balcony, but yet they show no footage of the person recording on the balcony. What's that about? Wobble cam activated.
On the high street, and behind those people was a guy who was sort of like, I'm sure it was a vest.
Not sure if it was a vest, yeah.
At the same time, and the police were after him with a gun, and they were telling him stop, that which he did not stop, and all I've seen that had to shot him 3 times. I just saw like a sort of fight, scuffle, but that's kind of normal around here, so just ignored it, kept my head down, and then just saw people pushing other people against all sort of around Lidl, and then I heard like a shout, and then everyone ran off, and one guy laying on the floor, and definite blood around him.
So another thing as well, they say, keep mentioning in this news story that there's loads and loads of blood, but I don't see any blood anywhere, even in uncensored footage. So if you have seen the blood and images showing the blood, please leave it in the comments or leave it in the description. See, this area here is where they say that there's blood. But all I see is a kind of wet pavement from where it was raining, or water or something like that. I don't see any blood. Is that blood there? Next to the play symbol there I've got there? Is that the blood? I don't see any blood. What about over here? Is that blood? Or is that someone with the red trousers or something? Is that the blood? If that is the blood there, I stand corrected. Is that it there?
No famous landmarks.
Where is it? Go back, go back. Uh-oh. So the footage is all... I mean, I put on HD when I was recording this, but yeah, it's still grainy and terrible. When everyone's supposed to have HD on their phones and stuff. So that redness there, is that blood or is that a first aid bag? Tell me in the comments, is that blood? Is that the blood that's supposed to be spinning around, or is that some sort of bag or something? Oh dear. Let's read the official news anyway, the latest on this terror attack. And we read the same thing every single time. The police knew who they were either arrested before, or they were under a watch, and yet they were let to do this anyway, even though they're under police surveillance, blah, 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 the same every time. Why did you let these people out in the first place? You know what I mean? What? Streatham attack. Emergency laws will stop serving terrorist offenders being released without review. Streatham attacker had been released from jail. Surprise, surprise. News Daily, terror attack response. Coronavirus, latest. Blah, blah, blah. What's that got to do with that? Nothing. Sudesh Amman. See, a lot of these people are, Asian, obviously, or British Muslims. Even if you were born here, oh dear. Trying to get into stereotypes, but I know for a fact there is a guy at work who is Asian, not British, but he's Asian, and he was having a conversation with a Christian friend of mine, and basically he was having a religious debate where this Asian guy turned around and said to him, to the Christian, that you are basically an infidel. And he said, why? It's because you don't believe in Allah. So yeah. So, dear. Streatham attack had been released from jail. A man shot dead. Let's read this one. And I'll leave it here. We got trustworthy BBC News. Excuse me. Streatham attacker had been released from jail. A man shot dead by police after he attacked people in South London had been recently released from prison after serving time for terror offences. See, why are they even out on the streets? He was under active police surveillance at the time. Well, it must have been, because he had 3 undercover police cop cars, all armed, ready to go. Bit too late though, hey? He was under active police surveillance at the time of the attack, which police believe to be an Islam-related terrorist incident. He had a hoax device strapped to his body, said police. Police said 3 people were injured, with 1 person in life-threatening condition. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said government would announce further plans for fundamental changes to the system of dealing with those convicted of terrorism offences on Monday. Gunshots were heard from Streatham High Road just after 2 p.m. On Sunday. Reports suggest a man entered a shop and started stabbing people. Getting a bit stabby. It appears he then left the shop and stabbed a woman. Witness report hearing 3 gunshots and seeing a man lying on the ground outside Boots Pharmacy as armed police approached and shouted at those nearby, "Move back." The attacker had been released from prison end of January after serving half his 3-year sentence. The BBC's Daniel Stafford said the events appeared to unfold after witnesses saw an unmarked police car pull in front of another car near Streatham Common, forcing it to stop. He said it could be linked to the subsequent stabbings and police shooting, and it was possible somebody was stopped before being followed by undercover officers who just so happened to be there just a little bit too late. London Ambulance Services said it treated the 3 people for injuries at the scene and were all taken to hospital, and we'll leave it there. What's your thoughts on it? What do you think? Leave in the comments. Why all these terrorists are all under police watch, but yet the police are nowhere to be, nowhere to stop these people creating these or doing these acts of terror. What's the end goal of having more harsher prison sentence for people who are convicted of terror-related offences? I mean, in my opinion, if they really are terrorists, Islamic terrorism, they don't want to be here, then go to another country. Go and join, I don't know, somewhere else. I don't know. I food's gone cold. Oh dear. Terror. Good stuff. Or not, in fact.